Viewers, now shifting gears, we are told that the I Love Mohammad rallies are a celebration of devotion. But look at your screens. On the ground, the evidence is scanty. Massive post-Friday prayer violence broke out in Bareilly, while in Bid, Maharashtra, a cleric made a chilling call to violence against Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath during an I Love Mohammad program. At another place in Uttar Pradesh a few days ago, Sartan se Juda slogans were shouted, viewers, in a chilling call for extrajudicial justice. Here's the video evidence and listen to what this cleric is saying, viewers, from the I Love Mohammad stage.
योगी का तगला उस तगले को इतनी हिम्मत नहीं होती कि वो हुजूर सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के शान में गुस्ताखी करे। मोहतरम सामने इकराम, मैं उस योगी को मजले गांव शहर से मुस्तफा मस्जिद के सामने से ये चैलेंज करता हूं कि अगर आए तगले तो तेरी अगर इतनी हिम्मत है तो तुम मजले गांव में आकर खाली सिर्फ और सिर्फ आका सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम के नाम से जो गुस्ताख है, जो गुस्ताखी कर जो आई लव मोहम्मद के नाम पर जो आज बैनर लगा रही है, अगर तू उन्हें अरेस्ट करेगा तो मैं कसम खुदा की मुस्तफा मस्जिद के सामने ये उसे तकले को चैलेंज करता हूं कि तुम मस्जिद गांव से हमारे साल भैया के ढाबे तक भी तू नहीं पहुंच पाएगा कि तुझे उठाकर सीधा तुझे दफना दिया जाए।
You heard that, viewers? You heard that. The I Love Mohammad campaign began in Uttar Pradesh's Kanpur during celebrations which mark the birth anniversary of the Prophet Muhammad. Muslim youth displayed banners with the slogan, quote, I love Muhammad, unquote, as a way to express their devotion for the Prophet. However, the campaign quickly sparked controversy when Muslim participants took to violence and threatened beheadings when authorities filed FIRs against the campaign's organizers for not taking prior permission to hold the marches. Viewers, that is the least that citizen groups are expected to do. Many top political leaders, however, have defended this campaign in the name of freedom of religion. But after the violence, questions arise. Has the I Love Muhammad become a stage for provocation? Or was it always a sinister attempt to flex communal muscle? These questions must be asked because the people, viewers, who used to call out the Jai Shri Ram rallies used to say exactly the same, that they were provocative, that the Jai Shri Ram slogan was a war cry. And worse, they would say that they do not take, the organizers of those campaigns do not take permission from the authorities, and they hit the roads and they go out to mosques or other areas where Muslims are in large numbers and provoke. Well, viewers, the same can be said about these now. And let's open this up. Tariq Khan, Samajwadi Party spokesperson, Karan Verma, political analyst, Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst. Let me first begin with Karan Verma. Karan Verma, why should we today choose to believe that what was a stage for worship and piety has become a platform for provocation? Could you lay out the case as you see it, and then I'll get reactions from the other two guests.
So, Rahul, at the outset, nobody can have a problem with I Love Mohammed, the words per se. But in a matter of seconds, in a matter of minutes, and history is replete with such instances, from I Love Mohammed, they go down the slippery slope of Gustakhe Rasool ki ek hi saza, sartan se juda, sartan se juda. This happened with Inspector Ayub Pandit right after the Namaz of Jummah back in 2017. This is happening today in Bareilly as we speak. This happened in Kanpur, where religious symbols, Hindu religious symbols, were thrown out. The FIR filed in Kanpur was not just for the slogan, but because there were Hindu religious symbols which were thrown away from the traditional places, and what was installed was I Love Muhammad posters. So this is the pattern that we are seeing. It started way back with the Khilafat movement. For the Khilafat movement, why did Malabar genocide had to happen? It happened because of this sense of supremacy that that they imbibe themselves with, and then the predatory instincts take over rapidly, and that's what we are seeing all across the country. So Nobody has a problem with I Love Mohammed, but these clerics and these other people who are calling for violence, calling for action, that needs to be plugged in, and there has to be a separate place for it. Proper permissions have to be taken for it. You can't wreak havoc all across the country, because this is a delicate time, and when you do something like that, then of course from the other side also you're going to have some provocative slogans, and a law and order situation is bound to spiral out. The Yogi government has done well to bring it in order. And now let's not just make it about the words. Let's make it about what it sparks off. And that is the larger point.
Okay. Sayyid Abbas.
Firstly, my dear friend Karan Verma, thank you, sir. Thank you for exposing yourself with your selectivity. It's good that you mention of one inspector, but you don't mention of the other police officer. When Muslim brothers of mine were reading namaz on the road, this man went out kicking them, shoving them, and pushing them away. You do not speak of that. Also, as a matter of fact, you go down a slippery slope, saying that I love Muhammad, when it's said in the history, it leads to STSJ slogans. Absolutely no, sir. If it has happened, let me, as an Indian, as a Muslim, condemn all those who say STSJ. The fact, sir, I was listening to Max Amini, who on a world stage said, India is a beautiful country. I visited India. Multiple languages, multiple religions, but they coexist peacefully and so beautifully. That
we can
is the
see
India
that.
I defined. And Rahul
This is the evidence.
when I visit, let me tell you, so when I visit Syria, when I visit Iran, when I visit Iraq, they don't address me as a Muslim. They ask me, Hindi, Al-Hind, that is my identity, and that is beautiful. And they have such great things to say about
what
the
are you
nation.
talking about,
The
Sayyid
fact
Abbas?
is-
All
the
that
fact
is
I'm
fine.
saying, Rahul
Listen,
sir,
no one
is a
has
very
a
simple
problem.
one.
No, 1 second. Let me just make one thing very clear. And I think Karan Verma began by saying that. And that just shows how open-minded he is. Look, viewers, you're free in this country to propagate your faith. You're free as long as you obviously observe the remit of the law. Nothing wrong with marching under the banner, I love Muhammad. After all, there are many faiths that do the same. But viewers, the question is not that anymore. The question is whether this is a platform for provocation. And if it has been hijacked, why are we seeing this violence? If this is about love and championing your own cause, why are we seeing this violence? What place for violence is there on a platform of love? Tariq Saab, you're a national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Tell me, sir, why this militant sloganeering, this kind of extremist sloganeering, this separatist mindset which says that blasphemy, even if it has been committed, we will punish it, not the law of the land. We will punish it. हम सरतन से जुदा करेंगे. Sir, आप कौन होते हैं सरतन से जुदा करने वाले? You have a problem with a person, you have a problem with an administration, go to the court. Why are you chanting sartan se juda in the middle of the street? And there those slogans are in Unnao and in other areas. Why are you taking the law into your hand?
It is a platform for provocation. Yes.
I didn't say that. I said, why is it becoming a platform
Why?
for provocation? Why?
That shouldn't become a platform of provocation. Okay. But let me ask you a very simple question. It has been done in Maharashtra. You have just shown the video. Now, whose government is there?
Oh.
Who are in power? It's Samajwadi Party in power. And it's our responsibility to make control law and order in Maharashtra. So, it's totally our fault. So, suddenly, if as a chief minister, suppose Tariq is a chief minister, so he should suddenly resign.
Wow.
Okay, because he's in power.
Look at the
in Maharashtra.
inversion. Look at the inversion. No, hang on. Are you giving, sir?
You have given 1 minute. You have given 1 minute to other. Please let me complete. So why are you not asking government of Maharashtra that what you are doing here? People like these clerics are just making that platform to provoke others. What the government is doing, like law and order is not subject to the state government.
Okay.
It's the responsibility of the government of Nepal.
Right.
Raja of Maharashtra, Nepal will come and take care of law and order of Maharashtra. Yes.
Right.
Say yes. Please, sir.
So viewers.
Say yes.
Okay,
Please,
okay,
sir,
Mr.
say
Khan.
yes. It's
Yes,
the
yes.
responsibility.
Law and
Yes.
order.
It's
Law
the
and order is a state
responsibility
subject.
of
No, hang on.
Raja of
Okay.
Raja of Nepal will come.
Yes.
Say
आप
10 seconds.
इतना
Raja of
meltdown
Nepal
mode
will
में
come.
क्यों हैं? Why are you in such a
राजा
meltdown
आएगा।
mode?
सर इसलिए कह रहा हूँ कि ऐसे लोगों को अलाउ क्यों किया जा रहा है?
Okay,
वहाँ
so
की सरकार
viewers,
क्या
just a
कर रही
minute.
है?
Just look at the inversion here of logic. Viewers, yes, Karan Verma is raising his hand. First, Karan, Yes, make your point and then I'll come out. Yeah.
So this is a typical Samajwadi Party playbook, Rahul. You remember that back in the day during the Maharashtra polls, Abu Azmi, Samajwadi Party, he said, I am going to meet servant of Muhammad, which is fantastic. Who is that servant? It turns out to be Maulana Azhari. What does Maulana Azhari say? करबला का अंतिम युद्ध अभी बाकी है, महिलाओं को पढ़ने नहीं देना चाहिए. तो स्टार्ट होती है बात आई लव मोहम्मद से, विच इज फैंटास्टिक, सर्वेंट ऑफ अल्लाह, विच इज ग्रेट. Then it begins about Taliban style का हमें चाहिए, education should not be there for girls. What has S.T. Hassan said time and again? Every single forum where he's talked about Muslim Brotherhood, look at the kind of provocative statements S.T. Hassan, Shafiqur Rahman Burke, all these people have resorted to. This is simple playbook of Samajwadi Party. We will first create tension, then ask you why are you not able to maintain law and order. एक simple survey संभल में जब हुआ था तो पत्थर बरसा दिए थे, फिर कहा था अरे पुलिस ने फायर क्यों किया? Damned if you do it, damned if you don't do it, and then say, oh, law and order is your prerogative. Why do you create that sort of tension? Why do you use these pious platforms for peddling your narratives, for
Mr.
peddling radicalism?
Please respond.
These statement create tension. That's all right. But Nitesh Rane's statement
That's
create
all right.
peace. That create peace. Nitesh
Yes.
Rane जब बोलते हैं कि मुसलमानों को काटो,
Yes.
तो वो peace.
No.
That is the message of peace. No, please,
nobody stands
sir.
with that.
Let me complete.
Nobody
Let me,
stands
this is
with
not fair. नहीं सर, प्लीज ऐसे मत करिए. आप उनको तो बोलने देते, मुझे नहीं बोलने देते. जब नितेश राणे कहते हैं कि मुसलमानों की गर्दनें काट दो, it is for peace. तारिक खान की गर्दन काट दो, नितेश राणे तो यही कहते हैं. That create peace. That create a type of honor for Bharatiya Janata Party and people of RSS and Karan. That brings self pleasure to them.
Okay.
So they must. They
one
must
second.
condemn
Don't use
Nitesh
these
Rane
words,
as well.
self-pleasure and all that. One second.
So,
I
sir,
just want to
Nitesh
say,
Rane-
viewers,
Nitesh
look at the
Rane should be
inversion of
condemned at
logic.
the
No,
same
one
time.
second. Let me now make a point that I've been wanting to make. Viewers, when there are people from the Hindu community, agents provocateurs like Nitesh Rane or whoever else it is, when they make these speeches, what is said? That their mindset is rotten. This is Hindu supremacism. This is Hindu bigotry. This is Islamophobia. The entire community, viewers, the entire ecosystem around Nitesh Rane, all the people in his party, all of them are branded Islamophobes. Then people don't say, no, let's call out the state government or the party. The first thing they say is Islamophobia. And various people will, one second, Mr. Abbas, one second. Many people will go out there and lobby foreign governments and talk about Islamophobia. Viewers, when you ask the question of community leaders, this is a cleric, viewers, he holds a responsible position in his community. He has the power to influence people. If his thought is so perverted, where he wants to take an extrajudicial action, in a way, viewers, that will undermine the law, and you ask about his mindset, they say, no. State government is there, they should impose law and order.
Okay.
Viewers, no one from that community is standing up today and saying, stop this I Love Mohammad campaign, these rallies, these marches, because we have lost control. The same would be said about, the same is said about very, very simple things. If Hanuman Chalisa is to be, viewers, sung anywhere, or if Jai Shri Ram slogans are raised, this becomes a call to war. It's a war cry, they call them. Viewers, here in our country, secularism is a one-way street. This is what it is. Mr. Abbas, I just hope you will now make a quick comeback and tell your community, please roll this back. Clearly, it is becoming a platform where people are infiltrating it and misusing it. Either the community ostracizes them, or the community goes to the police and hands these people over and say, not in my name.
Rahul Sahab, be it I Love Muhammad, or be it I Love Mahadev, or be it the beautiful Lord Sri Ram's Jai Sri Ram, or the Hanuman Chalisa. I don't think any of my Indian Muslim or Hindu or Sikh or Isai brothers should be stopped from any celebrations that they want to.
No one is saying that,
but
sir.
Yes, But yes, let
Whose
me
responsibility
complete,
is it now
Let me
to call
complete,
out?
sir.
No, 1 second,
I will-
Mr.
I
Abbas,
will
answer
complete
this
the
question.
point.
Should
But-
these
but
people,
we-
should the people
but
who
we
are attending,
must-
1 second, Mr. Abbas, direct question
will
to you,
answer
please
that. I'm
respond.
answering your
Should the
question.
people who are listening to
Wait.
this cleric go to the police, catch hold of this cleric, take him to the police station and say, arrest this man? He's not
Precisely
speaking
my
in our
point.
name. He's not
Precisely my
speaking.
point.
He's not speaking in the name of our
This
prophet.
particular man who is speaking, I don't even consider him a cleric.
Arey bhai, you
I
may
think
not.
That man,
soc-
man is an
see,
absolute.
now viewers,
No,
they will
not
say.
fair, man. You're not allowing me.
Bhai,
to
I'm asking you a
complete the point.
question.
Give me 1
What
minute.
is wrong with my
Complete the
question?
point.
Is the logic
Let me
not right,
respond.
sir?
The
If you
question
see a
is
murder
hard.
happening or you
Now
see an
please
assault
hear
on
the
somebody,
answer.
isn't your duty or civic
Now
duty
please hear
to
the
report it?
answer. Now you need to hear the answer.
Bataiye,
my
sir.
friend. Yes, thank you, sir. So this particular so-called cleric must be taken off from the stage, and he must be directly taken not just to the police station, but I think Public Safety Act or a
Okay,
National
great.
Safety Act must be imposed on this.
Great,
And also,
wonderful. So
Wait,
why
wait,
hasn't it
allow
happened,
me to
viewers?
complete.
Why
Allow me
hasn't
to
it
complete.
happened?
Allow me to complete. So who's in power in Maharashtra?
Okay.
BJP. Ask Karan Verma
Okay.
or ask a BJP spokesperson.
Viewers.
Them you will not ask.
Viewers,
you will ask us.
the community has no responsibility.
Community
the community has no
So I
duty.
believe
The
community
citizens of that
and the
community
party-
have zero
So the
duty to the
community
Indian
handles the
constitution
police?
or the Indian legal
does the
system.
community handle the
Hundreds
police?
of people are shouting
the
there.
government-
No, 1 second.
the
Don't talk
government
over
runs
me.
the police
I'm
or the
wrapping this up.
community?
I'm wrapping this up. I
Who
don't want to
runs
go
the
down
police,
any
sir?
further down this road, viewers.
Who runs the police?
It is not a road that we should even come to pass. The point is, you have a situation where hundreds of people are rushing down that street shouting Sartan se juda. Is anyone turning them in? Is anyone saying our duty is to ensure that these people who think that there is recourse in extrajudicial justice should be from our society? No, viewers. People are quiet and they will say, let the state act. Unko arrest
But the
karo.
police
And
comes
jab state
under
aati hai arrest
Maharashtra
karne,
government.
then exactly the
Am I
opposite
wrong,
happens,
Rahul
viewers.
sir?
The police is targeted in the uniform. This
police
is
is
exactly
under
what
the
happened in
Maharashtra
Bareilly.
BJP
I leave
government.
it at this, viewers. I leave it
don't-
at this. You've heard the community. You've heard